Welcome back. This is Joe Winkle. Alongside of me is Tanner Rowe. We're about to get game number 2 of the Friday version of the Galesburg Thanksgiving Tournament. The United Township Panthers versus the Englewood Eagles. A little bit of a late start to this game because Englewood was late arriving. In fact, Englewood only has 9 players on for them dressing right now. We're about to get things underway. We're not even going to be able to get the starting lineups in because of the pushed back start. It's 11:43. About a 13-minute delay in action. And Tanner, since we're here, I want to get, what do you think, what are your thoughts on this upcoming game?
Well, it'll be interesting to see. Englewood got here late. Interesting to see their spark early, see if they came here to play or who knows what happened before this game for them. And for the Panthers, they got Deverick Rogers in the starting lineup tonight, and he had a great game in their first matchup, but each team's 0-1, and it'll be interesting to see who will pick up their first win here.
Well, sophomore Lamont Mitchell wins the tip, and here we go. United Township going right to left to start this, and Englewood going left to right as we get things underway. Starting lineups out there, Lamont Mitchell, number 40 for UT, number 22, Trevor May, number 30, Dalton Oaks, number 4, Ryan Meredith, and number 23, Deverick Rogers. Meredith drives, banks it in, and that's a good way to get the game going. The sophomore Ryan Meredith gets it underway for UT.
Panthers run some fluid offense there, and they get the 2 points down the lane. Coming the other way, let's see if they can pick it up on D.
Out there now here, number 25 for Englewood, that is Jonathan Owens. As they work it around near side, stolen away. Here comes Rogers for UT. Rogers with a nice pass to Mitchell. Mitchell drives, swatted, blocked away by Thomas Carpenter, and out of bounds. It'll stay down there. We get the quick starting 5 for Englewood. It's Thomas Carpenter, number 2, number 12, Austin Murphy, number 20, Ray Rushing, number 32, Sharton Moore, and also number 25, Jonathan Owens. And driving the lane, shot miss there. Not sure who took the shot there.
Rogers on the missed shot there.
Skip pass near side, Owens up top. Now here's Moore. Englewood white jerseys, purple lettering. Shot there, charge called on number 12, Austin Murphy.
And Oaks did a good job there, just a setup for the charge, and he took it.
We're getting things underway, and I want to thank everybody listening. Sorry for the quick start here, but Englewood came in late, and right now as we're getting things underway, Trevor May almost lost the ball, and ball on the ground, comes back up with it. Nice play there by May to recover from almost losing it. Here's Oaks, far side wing. Oaks works it around to Mitchell. Mitchell now up top for Trevor May. Back down to Rogers. Rogers there guarded up tight by Austin Murphy. Rogers drives baseline, puts up a floater. No good. Rebound grabbed there by number 2. That's Thomas Carpenter for Englewood. Nice way by Carpenter trying to go coast to coast. No good. Rebound by Rogers, and now UT has numbers. Nice steal on the other end by Owens, and up and down the floor. Both teams are going. Oaks almost steals one for UT. And now Ray Rushing want to slow things down here. As it's an up-tempo start to this one, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, and each team getting after it on the defensive ends. And open 3 missed there by Englewood, but it's going to stay with Englewood off of Trevor May.
United Township is coached by Mark Polite, assisted by David Robinson, Michael Crawford, and Donnie McDuffie. Head coach for the Eagles is Lorenzo Donegan. They are assisted by Rashawn Johnson, Shimon Gant, and Anthony Smith. Down in the paint, foul going to be called there on Mitchell. And United Township, in the last couple of years, especially last year, Coach Polite, it was hard to think, but the depth on their bench was not used, in my mind, to as well as it could have been. There was some guys that didn't play much, and this year, Coach Polite, more or less, he's got about 13, 14 guys on the bench, and he's got about, or on the team, and he's got about 10 guys that he can play at any given time on this United Township team.
Yeah, and it's a lineup that consists basically of all juniors and sophomores, and that can only be a positive for Coach Polite. But last year it was just not only was it misuse of the bench, but lack of production from the core guys. And the Panthers are a young team now, as they lost the majority of their players from last season. And
yeah, they lost their big 3 in DJ McDowell, Damon Overton, and Tavian Johnson, and checking in is Evan Spurgettis. It'll be good to see this team build over the future. They're going to have 2 more solid years. They're going to have 2 years solidly together, this year and next year, and it'll be good to see these guys grow as a team. Deverick Rogers now running point for UT, over to Mitchell. Right now they got 2 sophomores and 3 juniors out there. Here's Ryan Meredith.
And these sophomores were involved in a record-breaking season as freshmen last year for the Panthers. And
shot from Rogers
on the varsity level as well.
Rogers puts it in, and UT is up 5 to start the game. Deverick Rogers with a nice-looking 3 from the wing, and it's 5-0 to start this one. Up top now, near side, that's rushing. Into the paint now. Here's a shot by Moore, no good. Rebound grab there by Rogers.
And Rogers is getting after it early again after a great performance the other night.
Yeah, he had 17 off the bench against Bartonville Limestone. Ball on the ground, foul going to be called there on Jonathan Owens.
And the way he looks so far this season, it looks like he could be a guy that Coach Polite can turn to as his go-to man, but we'll see how things go as it's just early in the season so far.
Yeah. Raymond Taranis and Keegan Wiskunis come off the bench now for UT as, again, this team just running as many players as they can at a time. We got 5 juniors out there now that played together last year on the floor.
With such a young team, really all you can do is just get everybody out on the floor and see what they can do before you start to figure out in these early season tournaments who's going to see a lot more minutes and what kind of rotations you want to run off the bench.
Ashton Hillard checks in for the Eagles, and here's Spaghettis. 4.5 to go first quarter, 5-0 to score. Taranis with the ball now for UT, near side Rogers. Rogers drives the baseline, lost handles, picked up there by Moore for Englewood. Moore drives, trying to go coast to coast, puts up a shot. Foul going to be called there on Taranis, and he'll go to the line and shoot 2. Coach Polite gathering up his guys, and you know, you're going to see that a lot. You're going to see Coach Polite getting his guys together and trying to get them focused, and you know, it's early in the season. Big 6 play starts next week, and first shot there from the line is good for Moore, and I'm going to be honest, I'm very excited to see this team get into Big 6 play, see how they develop, and over the years you would think that by next year and then the year after that, this team together as a core is going to be very tough.
Yeah, they can really grow together as a team, and this year they'll find out who their leader's going to be, and everyone's going to really figure out their role, and if not this year, next year, they'll really be a tough team to handle.
Yeah, and foul on Oaks there after the rebound by Murphy, Austin Murphy for Englewood. 5-1 the score. First shot for Murphy from the line, no good. Javen Goodwin checked in for UT. The thing is, you only got 1 senior on this team and Juan Lopez. And then you got a gigantic bulk of, we're looking at the roster, you got a gigantic bulk of juniors as Murphy hits a second, and you got 4 sophomores. As Spaghettis now bringing it up, and Coach Polite bringing another guy in, and this is about the 8th guy he's played, and we're only halfway through the first quarter. Spaghettis now with the ball swinging at near side Goodwin. Goodwin over to Taranis. Taranis shot from 3 is up, and no good. Rebound grab there by Oaks. And that'll be something to see all game. And Dalton Oaks is, in my mind, very underrated at grabbing offensive and defensive rebounds. That ball off of Wiskunis' hands and out of bounds.
Yeah, and that's really a reason why he finds himself in the starting lineup. He can just grab the boards for really the whole game, and it'll be good to see that. That's a good aspect for the Panthers to have, someone that can just clean up on the boards. And also Toronto stepped out for the 3 there. Now the Panthers are going to get the ball back.
I'm not exactly sure what happened there. I don't know if you saw what happened.
I'm not sure either, but
we'll take it, I guess.
Either way. Now we're going to go the other way.
Wow, I don't know what's going on, but anyway. Now UT's going to pick things up with a stretched 2-3 zone here. Here's now into the corner, shot from Carpenter on the way. No good. A rebound grab there by Michael Taranis. Oh, still bad pass from Taranis. Stolen away by Rushing.
And that's just a heads-up play by Rushing. Taranis just threw the ill-advised pass and intercepted by Rushing for 2 points.
Trapped there in the corner was Wiskunis. Here's Goodwin on the baseline, blocked away from Sharton Moore. Wow, that was taken away with authority right there.
Yeah, and the sophomore gets welcome to the varsity level right there with the block shot.
Yeah, no kidding. I'll tell you that. And
he definitely had an opening for a second, but the defender just sealed out and just sent that one back.
That opening closed really fast. Now with the ball was Kunis. 3:17 to go, 5-4 lead for UT, and a foul going to be called on number 11, Ashton Hillard. Checking in now back into the game is Rogers, and another plus about, you know, Coach Polite being able to throw in a bunch of different guys. You're going to keep guys fresh the whole game.
Right. And it's always nice to have fresh legs out there and fresh shooters. As off the mark there for Taranas.
Yeah, and it'll be nice to, nice steal there by Waskunis, and he almost tight-roped the line there as Waskunis driving the lane. I'll tell you, Waskunis is going to be the smallest guy on the floor you'll probably see all night, but that kid shows the most heart, and I got the chance to play with him in junior high, and watching him come through his high school career, and the kid's he's got a lot of fire to him.
Yeah, he goes out there and doesn't let his size be a disadvantage to him. He goes out there and gets after things, and we saw right there a nice hustle play, just barely stepping out of bounds.
Yeah, and a shot there by Hilliard is in, and it's a 6-0 spurt here for Englewood, and it's back up to a 1 point. It's their first lead of the game. Rogers now near side, pass there to Waskunis. Waskunis a nice head fake as he draws the foul, and
on the floor there. Tried to play the continuation, but
tried his best Dwayne Wade impression right there.
Eagle foul number 32, Sharp call for his first team 5.
And over the past about 4 minutes, the Panthers really haven't had a chance to find the basket at all.
Trevor May and Dalton Oaks check back in now for Raymond Taranas and Evan Spaghettis.
Coach Polite got Oaks a little break, and he wants him back out there to grab a few more boards, I'm sure.
Yeah, and you know, this team doesn't match up size well with the rest of this team much, or athletically as much, but travel called there. But you know, with Oaks, and then you get both the twins in there, and that can match some size too, and especially if you got athletic guys like Goodwin and Mitchell off the bench that are sophomores, and see what happens. And now checking in is Cody Vroman. Someone I'm excited to see get to play here, and for a while there was question if Cody was even going to play this year, and I'm glad to see that he came out. Hopefully he have a good game. And so Rogers' shot there gets blocked. Nice little pass there is stolen away by Rushing. Rushing holds back. Now giving it there to Carpenter. Shot in the paint. No good on the foul. 2 shots.
And the thing that'll be interesting with the Panthers this year is they don't really possess a huge body down low, as Avery Pearl decided not to return to the team this year, and it'll be interesting to see who's going to step up down there and be a banger, really.
First shot there, no good from Carpenter. Second shot from Carpenter from the line is no good, and almost stuffed back home there. And Englewood really struggling from the free throw line to start this game. They're only 2 of 6. Here's Goodwin, a shot from 3. No good. Rebound grab there by Oaks, and out of bounds. Let's see who they're going to give it to. And it's going to go the other way to Englewood. UT has not hit a shot since they made it 6-5, or 5-0. Still a 6-0 run here, perhaps for Englewood.
Yeah, and we've seen the Panthers have open looks get denied and just missing open shots, but they'll get the ball back again, and
they have a chance. They got numbers if they hurry up. Here comes Rogers. Rogers drives the lane, banks it in, and they're back up by 1. Good use there by May to notice that Hilliard was down there on the other end, and May pushed it. They had the odd man, and they exploit it there by taking the lead again, and they're running this 3-2 zone here. Shot in the paint, got it by Sharton Moore. 1:14 to go, 8-7 lead Englewood. May gets it over to Vroman.
Rogers is wide open in the corner. Nobody sees him, though.
Oaks turns around. No good. Rebound grab there by Moore. No, Oaks almost stole it away, but it goes out of bounds. You can hear Cody Vroman barking out orders there to the team. And, you know, one thing that it's going to be interesting to see is who's going to, out of these young guys, who's going to step up and be a leader. I'm sure you know what I'm saying there. Which player do you foul there by Oaks, and that's his for his third, if they do call it on Oaks. That is his third already. 3 in the first quarter of play.
Yeah, and that's never good. You also got...
Oh, nice look there, down low. Beautiful pass to Murphy, and they're back up by 3. Trevor May now with the ball for UT. Gets it over to Rogers. Rogers looking to tie it. Off the mark. Rebound grab there by Goodwin. Nice hustle play.
That was, in fact, only the first foul on Oaks. No, it was the third, but reading the scoreboard wrong there.
Early game jitters, and May gets it out to Rogers here. 30 seconds to go. We'll see if either UTA holds for the last shot or tries to attack. They've been outscored 10-2 after making it 5-0. Screen there by Goodwin. Double screen there for Rogers, trying to get him free. Kicks it over to May.
In the past, this is where you would kind of see the Panthers hold the ball for the last shot.
Rogers wants it in the corner. Stolen away there by Carpenter. And Englewood is fast to get on the ball here. Carpenter, nice steal there by May, but knocked out of bounds. And that's good ball play right there to knock the ball loose and make them have to earn the points here.
Yeah, Trevor May gets back on defense, and he sees the ball out there, and he just steals it away.
Yeah, and something that now Englewood running a stack play here to get the inbound, trying to free somebody up. 7 seconds to go, trying to hold on. Ball almost knocked away there and out of bounds. It'll stay down here for Englewood with 1 second, just under 2 seconds to go. Something I was saying was Englewood is doing a real good job on defense at getting to loose on skip passes by UT. They're doing really well to get to the ball. So 2 seconds to go, trying to get the ball in. They do to Moore. Moore shot at the buzzer. Got it! And they go up by 6. A huge shot there by Sharton Moore, and that puts them up by 6 to end the first quarter. And UT didn't play too bad in that quarter, but that shot right there flattened the heart line there at the end of the quarter.
Yeah, that was a big shot to end the quarter right there, but both teams played respectable defense in the first quarter, and Panthers really going to look for a better scoring option here in the second, obviously. And Englewood just found a great way to seal off passes and steal it for the other, going the other way. And it's going to be tough for the Panthers to find open shots the way they blocked them so far.
Yeah, I mean, Sharton Moore has 2 blocks already in this game that he's just sent across the court, it feels like. And
well, right when the Panthers begin to believe they have a man open, they throw the pass and someone just slides in there and takes it away.
Yeah, very good defense for Englewood so far in that first quarter. We have hit high noon here at Galesburg so far. This is game 2 of the tournament. Englewood leads UT 13-7. As Coach Polite is barking out orders at his squad, they will get the ball Englewood will get the ball to start the second quarter. As UT's going to run with Ryan Meredith, Michael Taranis, Trevor May, Devrick Rogers, and Lamont Mitchell to start the quarter. And Carpenter, Rushing, Hillard, Moore, and Murphy for Englewood.
And something to look for in this second quarter and throughout the whole game really is Dalton Oaks has 3 fouls. We'll see what Coach Polite wants to do with him down there, as it looks like he'll start out on the bench.
Stolen away there by Mitchell, and Ryan Meredith brings it up as a turnover there by Englewood. Here's May drives, pull-up jump shot there, air ball, rebound by Rogers. Rogers banks it in, nice play there by Rogers. Johnny on the spot, and Devrick Rogers. It's crazy to see because Devrick Rogers he came off the bench and had 17 against Limestone on Monday. As driving the lane there, they're going to call a charge there. As right now you're starting to see the bench for UT getting fired up. Rogers gets fired up, and I mean, this team, usually you could start seeing them starting when they get confidence. They start moving along real well.
Yeah,
and Rogers is all over sorry to interrupt you, but Rogers is all over the floor.
They all feed off of each other like that. Rogers gets the good putback, and then Mitchell comes up and sets up for the charge, and now the Panthers are in business.
Here's Mitchell now over to Meredith. Meredith, that nice pass to Taranis. Taranis can't hit the wide open layup. Up the floor now Moore. Englewood has numbers. Nice little up and under move. Shot, banks it in. Timeout. Timeout, Coach Donegan. Moore has 8 points.
And I really would have liked to see Taranis connect there. They found him wide open in the middle of the lane. It's just
you can't blow those opportunities.
Yeah, a matter of turning and shooting and not seeing the basket, really.
Well, so far, I mean, this is the first time we saw UT this year, and the expectations aren't high at all. I mean, from people talking around the Big Six, I mean, talking around like people in the papers and everything. Most people are saying this team's gonna finish lower half of the Big Six, below the Molines, the Rock Islands, the Almonds, and the Galesburgs. you know, all of that stuff. But I mean, you never know. Like we were talking about earlier, 1 or 2 hiccups by any team in this conference, and the race is wide open. I mean, you would expect Rock Island to strongly show their strength and talents in this conference, but you can expect anything to happen after that.
Especially going on the road in the Western Big Six. That's no walk in the park really for any team, anywhere you go. And it's a tough conference to play in, and on any given night you can pick up a victory, really.
Yeah, it's a wide open conference, and on any given night anything can happen.
And the Panthers could use that being overlooked. They could really use that as an advantage.
Yeah, and yeah, you're right. I mean, most teams, they don't say it, but sometimes, you know, some teams can get overlooked, and I think UT might be that team that could get overlooked. But I mean, it'd be nice to see him do real well this year and, you know, provide more in the future. Ball almost knocked away there. Still on the ground as Meredith almost had a hustle play there to get it going, and
it's going to stay white ball, though.
Yeah, still stays with Englewood. Checking into the game for the first time is Tyrone McKenzie. He checks in for Rashad Clark.
McKenzie wearing the long sleeves. I don't see that very often.
Nice little pass there. Double team. Nice trap. This UT team very quick. They have some athletic players. I don't know if they match up well with Englewood. There's a steal here by Rogers. Rogers going into the teeth of 2 players, and Rogers trying to bank, and then Mitchell trying to stuff one home, but he couldn't get it. Ball knocked away, stolen again by UT. Foul going to be called there on King, as that's the 7th team foul, or the 8th team foul, and UT is going to be shooting in the bonus, 1-1.
And we'll see how the Panthers knock down their free throws this year. They have struggled in the past, and
yeah,
really what you want to see, though, is finishing on those fast break opportunities. I know it was a tough play for Rogers, 2-on-1, but you really need to pick up points and things like that as UT misses the front end of the 1-and-1.
And you hit the nail right on the head, and there's a traveling going to be called there on McKenzie. And what you said, which makes the most sense, UT in the past has struggled with free throws, and especially late in games when it comes down to the wire, they have not converted in many chances, and it's cost them games the last couple of years.
Yeah, it's cost some tough games in the Western Big Six play that it could have won. And if it weren't for poor free throw shooting, we might have a couple Western Big Six championships sitting in the Panther den right now.
You know what? That is very, very true, and it sucks to say that, but you hit the nail right on there again. Mitchell made a nice post play earlier. There's a 2-on-1 chance here. Rogers drives the lane. No good. Mitchell grabs the board. Mitchell turns around, blocked away by Moore. That's his 3rd block. Mitchell made a nice post move earlier to cut it to 4. Here's a shot by Rushing for 3. No good. Rebound grab there by Meredith. Ball on the ground. Trevor May picks it up. UT drives. Let's see if May pulls back. Nice heads-up play there by May to throw it off of Moore. And, you know, United Township's doing a really good job early on at getting to those 50-50 balls on the ground.
Yeah, they're getting after it on defense, and Englewood's made a few mistakes, but the Panthers just really need to capitalize off those as Meredith throws up a wild shot.
You know, a big question, Ryan Meredith, his sophomore year. Oh, here's a drive by, nice move by Moore, coast to coast. But, you know, something that Ryan Meredith last year played a lot as a freshman. He was a big key in this UT offense last year, and at the end of the year, he was starting at point guard running this team as a freshman. Nice little pass. Oh, beautiful play there, and Rogers banks it in. And, you know, like we were saying, like we've been saying, and we were talking about it earlier today on the way up here, and if this team, when they start clicking and they start doing stuff like that, they can do a lot of things. Stuff like that, the 1, 2, 3 bang bang plays like that can just put points on the board.
Yeah, they can pass it around 3 times and find a guy open in the lane or open for 3, and really it's just going to come down to execution for the Panthers.
Nice block there by Tyrannus on the baseline, out of bounds, and UT's starting to feel they're starting to get after it. They're with each other together. The problem they had Monday night, they had a lot of shots. They had open shots. They just didn't take them Monday night. They're taking shots here, and they're really playing, I mean, they're down 4, but I think they're playing a very good game for them so far. Here's a shot for 3 by Carpenter. Got it, and that puts him up by 7.
Yeah, the way both teams have played earlier to this point, it could be a very interesting game.
But anyway, as we were saying, Ryan Meredith, I mean, a lot is looking for him as a sophomore this year after he did some pretty big things as a freshman. Here's a 3 by Mitchell on the way. Got it! And that cuts the lead down to 4.
No, they're going to say that was a 2. They said his foot was on the line, so 5-point lead now.
Very close. From this angle, looked like a 3. Probably on the line as we're up here. That was on the far side corner, so couldn't really tell as well from here. Now as they work around, 3:30 to go. First half, 20-15. Wisniewski on a pull-up 3 by Owens, and Wiskunis getting fired up.
That was kind of a forced shot there by Owens. I'd like to see him work the ball around a little more if you're
and he got in his face, made him shoot the bad shot. And Coach Polite, you're seeing him throw out crazy different combinations. This is about the 4th or 5th different combination you're seeing so far tonight. Here's a chance for Spaghetti. Shot for, oh, nice head fake. Pull-up jump shot is up, no good. I thought he was going to pull the 3, but he hit the head fake, and Goodwin almost stole it away, but Moore picks it up. Pull-up 3 is off the mark. Rebound grab there by Carpenter, no good. Another chance, and Carpenter grabs the board again. Up and down the court, both teams are going, and a foul going to be called there on Taranis. Reaching around there, and Coach Polite did not like that call. Neither did Coach Robinson, and Coach Robinson will get someone's ear, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it looked like Taranis made a nice play on the ball, but he was caught holding his man, and now Englewood's going to go to the line for the 1-and-1. So far, Englewood hasn't been spectacular from the line themselves.
No, they're about 2 of 7 from the line. Here's the first one up. Got it. (21-15) is the score. 3:07 to go, second quarter. Englewood leads. UT hanging around right now. Second shot from the line is good. So here we go now. Spaghetti's trying to get something going now for UT. Meredith with the ball now, still behind half court. Gets it up to Wiskunis. Shot from 3, blocked by Moore. That's about his 4th block in this game. Goodwin drives now. Puts it up. He's fouled on the wild shot. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, they're really getting after those shots from 3, and Panthers just seeing it get sent back as much as they've seen it go up.
Some UPS airmail being sent by Sharton Moore today, and that's about, I want to say that's his 4th block so far in this one.
At least.
Goodwin's first shot from the line is good. Goodwin at the line. That was his first point of the game. Trying to cut it back down to a 5-point deficit. Second shot is up, and nothing but net for Goodwin.
If the Panthers can convert all their free throws tonight, they can really give themselves a chance.
Ball almost knocked out of bounds there. Here's Moore driving the lane, puts a shot up, and foul going to be called.
They're going to call a block on Ryan Meredith.
I think I want to say you're right. They called it on Meredith. I'm not sure who they called it on. Oh, they're calling it on Raymond Taranis. Ooh, wow. That's his.
4 on Taranis.
That's 4 on Taranis, 3 on Oaks. So 2 big keys, and Moore with the first free throw is good. He's got 11.
And Coach Polite hasn't sent anyone down off the bench yet to get Taranis out of there before half.
Yeah, you don't want them. I mean, they're going to get, I want to say they're going to put May in for Taranis or Mitchell for Taranis. Here comes Wisniewski now. Here's Taranis, pull-up jumper from the baseline. No good. Rebound grab there by Moore. And Moore is so athletic for this Englewood team. Nice little play there. Puts a shot up. No good. Moore again. Moore is all over the floor to start this game.
And you look at Moore's side, you'd think you'd see him posting up down low, but he's all over the place, possessing the ball and putting up jumpers.
That ball is, I thought it went off of rushing there. Taranis now coming off the floor. He's got 4 fouls. Mitchell now going to come in for Spaghettis. So 2 Panthers with foul trouble. Sorry, 2 Panthers in foul trouble, and Taranis and Oaks.
And if you look at how these 2 teams match up, the Panthers definitely don't win the size advantage. So
yeah, and their 2 biggest guys are in foul trouble right now.
They're going to have to work a little harder as they throw it out of bounds. You can't afford that. Work a little harder on the boards, though, to win that battle.
If you're Coach Polite right now, what are your thoughts on so far as the half? We still got 2 minutes left, but we'll ask you that here in a little bit. We'll see what your thoughts as we get things back going. As Owens now brings it across half court for Englewood. Moore with the screen. Drive in the lane. Shot goes up. Foul called on Meredith. That's his first. Something I like. I mean, little things like this, you know, the team's in it. On every play, it seems like someone on the bench is standing up and getting into it. And I mean, when you got your whole team into the game, it makes things that much easier, I believe. And
when you have a young team, you can really create a lot of chemistry, and that's a great positive to have. The thing I'd like to see the Panthers get going here is run a little offense. It seems like for the past 2 minutes or so, they've been on the defensive end the majority of the time.
Second shot, got it. So it's back up to 7. A touchdown lead for Englewood. May gets it over to Mitchell. Lamont Mitchell now to Goodwin. 3 sophomores, 2 juniors on the floor right now for UT. Nice skip pass, and Moore with a steal. It's stolen right back by Goodwin. Goodwin drives the lane, puts it up, banks it in, and the foul. A nice play by Goodwin after the errant pass was stolen by Moore. Goodwin picks it off and then puts it in himself and has a chance for a 3-point play.
Big play by Goodwin there. He looked at Meredith under the basket, but he just decided to take it himself, and it works out great for him.
I'll tell you one thing, this team is exciting to watch, I'll tell you that, and we're only 2 quarters into this game.
Yeah, and they will be exciting to watch for the whole season. I can't wait to see more from them.
On the baseline, nice look there, puts a shot up, banks it in. Thomas Carpenter back up to 6.
The thing about the Panthers is the one senior they do have hasn't even seen the floor tonight.
Mitchell with the ball now near side corner. Rogers, nice pass to Meredith in the paint. Kick back out. May shot from 3. Bang! Trevor May from 3, and it cuts it down to 3 points with 1 minute to go in the second quarter.
Meredith almost took the shot there, but he found May at the last second. He just puts up the pretty 3-ball.
Here's in the corner. Carpenter trying to answer. No good. Rebound grab there by May. And something UT's done a good job is hit the here's a knockdown. Maiden does nice to recover. Here's Goodwin. Goodwin looking to tie. Fouled. Oh, and he almost put it in, but he'll go to the line and shoot 3.
4-point play there would have been a big turnaround, but execute these threes, and you got a tie game with only 45 seconds left in the half, sorry.
That's a second on Moore. And you know, we've been talking how Moore's been all over the floor and he goes for them block shots. But if in a case like this, you miss a block and the first one's good for Goodwin, you miss a block and you commit a foul. And that's what happened right there. Moore went for the block over too aggressive, and he gives Goodwin a chance to hit 3 at the free throw line. He hit the first, second one up, got it. And he has a chance to tie it if he hits this 3rd free throw.
And for the Panthers over the past minute or so, it's been Trevor May all over the place.
Yeah, and the whole game it seems like everyone's all over the place. Both teams have been up and down, and this has been a real exciting game to watch.
Yeah, 2 extremely athletic teams is what we've seen so far.
Goodwin can't tie the game, but it knocks it down to 1. Pass down in the paint now. Puts a shot up in the paint. No good on the shot there for Murphy. So 30 seconds. UT has a chance to take the lead. It would be their first lead since they were up 5-0. Errant pass there.
May got doubled up top, and he just couldn't really see the court. 2 big bodies right in front of him.
Now I like this from UT. They're going to pick up full court pressure. Englewood likes to run, but you know, and now they get trapped there, and ball stolen away by May. 20 seconds to go. May trying to push it, looking for the lead, knocked out of bounds, staying down there. 16 seconds to go. We'll see if you were Coach Polite, would you have him hold for the last shot here with 16 seconds left?
Yeah, I think you hold for the last shot, then you give yourself the best chance to go into the half with the lead after playing a pretty strong first half, really, for the Panthers, and each team's played a good first half.
May calling the running the game here. Down to 4 seconds. May up top for Mitchell. 2 seconds. Throws up a wild shot off the backboard, and not what you were looking for there, as they just got pressured and they had to throw one up.
Mitchell went a little early right there, but either way, the Panthers only find themselves down 1 at half, and you got to be pleased with that. You just got to find a way to work around that foul trouble that they have right now.
Yeah, Tyrannus and Oaks both in foul trouble, and if the first half is any indication, the second half should be exciting, because this has been a very exciting game to call and to watch here so far.
Yeah, it's just 2 very athletic teams, and It would be great to see in the second half who comes out with the spark if both teams don't. And look for each team to really just put some points on the board and get out and run in the second half.
Agreed, agreed. As we are through one half of play here in Game 2 of the Galesburg Thanksgiving Tournament, the Englewood Eagles lead the United Township Panthers 26-25. We'll be back with the call for the second half after this. This is a production of FTP Sports. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to John Thiel Gymnasium here in Galesburg. I'm Joe Ink, alongside of me, Tanner Rowe. We're about to get the second half underway here as the United Township Panthers take on the Englewood Eagles. And Tanner, what were your thoughts on that first half of action? First from both teams. First, we'll start with United Township.
Well, United Township really got out there and showed they could play with a very athletic Englewood team. And they got in a little foul trouble with their big men. And that's going to play a huge role in the second half. And as for Englewood, they really filled the gaps on defense and stole the ball. Showed they could get out and run, but UT put themselves in a good position going into half, and it'll be a very interesting second half here.
Yeah, and you know, I wasn't really, I didn't think UT could hang athletically with these guys, but these team is very exciting to watch. There's a quick steal out of bounds. It'll stay for United Township, but. Yeah. You know, United Township is very, very quick and athletic, and more athletic than I thought they could be, and they're really, I mean, they're surprising me right now. I'm trying to think of a word, but I'm happy to see that they're doing real well. And
of course, we knew what we were getting with Englewood, an athletic squad, and it's just goes to show that UT is very athletic themselves.
Nice pass down low, looking for Mitchell. Can't find the ball, trying to find the lead there, and he couldn't get it. Pushing it down the court is Carpenter. Carpenter drives. Charge called on Carpenter.
Rogers set up real early there and got the charge. I'm surprised that Carpenter decided to drive the lane right through Rogers, as he was definitely set up there.
Yeah. UT going left to right to start this half, and Englewood going right to left. May brings it up, 7:19 to go, third quarter.
Trevor May finished that first half with a lot of energy, and let's see if he keeps it up. As UT airballs there.
Two chances for UT to take the lead, couldn't capitalize. Shot from Rushing on the way, got it! Rushing with that awkward shot, but you know, he finds a way to make it work, and
quick
that is
shot there.
The fifth. He's got 5 so far. May drives, pulls it out. Kick to Goodwin. Goodwin battling there with Rushing.
We saw the Panthers get themselves in a little bit of a hole in the first half, but they fought back well and hard, and now they're in good position. Let's see if they can score here early in the second half.
Waiting for something to happen. Here's Rogers in the lane. Rogers puts up the shot. No good. Rebound there by Meredith. Jump ball. And
Englewood's going to possess it there.
Michael Taranis checks in now for UT. UT picking up some full court pressure. Here's Rushing with the ball now for Englewood. Shot from deep is up, no good. Rebound there by Goodwin.
And it was interesting to see there. Oaks played just a little over a minute to start the second half with 3 fouls. I'm sure Polite will be very careful with him. And
yeah, and Raymond Taranis has 4 fouls, so it'll be interesting to see what happens there. Back up top now, here's Mitchell. Mitchell, a shot from 3, no good. Rebound, tip, nice tip there by Goodwin to get the board for Mitchell. Goodwin now blocked by Moore. That's his 5th block on the game. Looking for more deep, or he's got a shot there is laid in. Austin Murphy, as Rogers was coming back Mitchell was coming back fast trying to swat it. Man, so fast up and on the court, it's hard to catch up with these guys.
Englewood's just so relentless on blocking those shots, though, and it's going to be tough for UT to find open looks with them coming out of nowhere as Rogers hits the bucket.
That was a beautiful move there to get Moore going. And Moore is very aggressive. And what I've seen so far is if he's coming, you know, you throw a quick head fake and he's going to go up and try to block that shot.
Yeah, that's the thing there with the blocked shots, is that you got to be careful sometimes not to jump over your man, and he just finds a way under you and grabs the easy point.
Waiting for something to happen. Here's a shot now from 3. Rebound there by Carpenter, no good. The shot was from Moore. And now up the floor, here comes May. Down by 4 points, trying to get something going. Ball almost knocked away off of Englewood. Ooh, and they're going to give the ball to Englewood. It went off of Rushing's hand. I'm not exactly sure if that touched UT or not. Englewood might have got away with one as Goodwin comes off limping.
Yeah, it looked like Goodwin jumped for that ball, but he missed it.
Yeah, I thought he missed it, so I'm surprised they gave it to Englewood. They get a break there. Rushing with the ball now as he crosses half court near side wing, up top to Moore. Hands it off, pulls it back now.
And Moore just seems like a guy that could take over a game, really.
And a three there from Carpenter. He's got 8. That's his second 3 of the game. UT's got to settle down now, try to get something going, as they've been outscored 8-2 in this half so far. Back now, here's Wiskunis. Up top, Rogers. Wiskunis, a shot from 3. Got it! Wiskunis for 3, and that cuts it back down to 4. And UT is, you know, it seems right when it seems like they're going to start going down in a hole in this one, they hit a big shot to put them back within a couple points.
Well, the thing is, when you see them work the ball around like they did there, they always seem to find their man. And now they're going to have an and one for Englewood.
That was beautiful
nice
by Moore.
Move, and he puts it home.
And this Moore, Charton Moore, we don't see him much, but this is the first time I've seen him play, and he is putting on a show for us right now, I'm telling you that.
Yeah, he definitely is athletic, maybe the most athletic player on the floor right now.
Maybe he might be the most athletic player we'll see all day at this tournament. And we still got a couple good teams with good athletes on still, and Diet too, as well as Limestone. Up the floor now, here's Wiskunis. Nice head fake to get more going. Drives the lane, foul called. And that's, I mean, like we were saying, Wiskunis, he's the smallest kid on the court. He's got the most heart in my mind on this team. But when he dropped, I mean, I guess an advantage of being so short, of being the smallest kid out there, when you drive the lane and you put your shot up, as Wiskunis gets the foul, the shot's a free throw to go. If it gets blocked and you don't make it, you're probably going to get fouled. Going up against a lot bigger guys. Second shot is good, and that cuts it down to 6, and Roman checks back in for UT.
And something interesting here for the Panthers is Javen Goodwin just walked back to the locker room with a bag full of ice, so
yeah,
see what's going on there.
Looked like a hamstring or something maybe, or his groin he was holding. And they're going to call a carry, I believe.
Englewood's just giving the Panthers all the opportunities in the world to stay in this game, and Panthers just need to start executing every chance they get.
And in the first game we saw, Moline and East Peoria had chances and they couldn't capitalize. Let's see if UT can do what East Peoria couldn't do against Moline and capitalize on their opportunities that they have in front of them right now. As Goodwin comes, good sign, Goodwin comes back, and bad pass there from Wiskunis, and it goes out of bounds. A good sign to see Goodwin back on the floor as he's on the bench now for UT.
Wiskunis just led Meredith a little too much there. If he finds him there, it's an easy 2 points, or what should be for the Panthers. Of course, some shots have got thrown back.
Up top now, here's Owens. Owens with a nice little jump stop move, and Wiskunis catches it on the baseline. Wiskunis bringing it up floor. Gets trapped, pulls it back up. Owens over to May. Rogers wanted that one. Here's May, puts up a floater. Pretty shot, but won't fall. Nice play there by Rogers. Can't get it to fall. Still battling for it, and Moore brings down the rebound. I thought he double dribbled there. Moore drives the lane. Foul called. 2 shots coming for Moore. I don't know about you, but I thought Moore brought that down and then double dribbled.
Yeah, it looked like he brought it down, dribbled it once, and then he dribbled again.
Yeah, grabbed it and then pulled it, switched. But
and then on the other end, I heard a yell from the UT bench. They were looking for a travel call. Either way, Moore's at the line, shooting 2 now.
Trying to put him back up by 6. First shot is good. Spaghettis comes in for May. And you could tell something that I've noticed, and it's something just like, I mean, most people wouldn't say it matters that much if that ball goes off of Murphy and out of bounds, is every time you see someone come off the floor for UT, you know, the whole bench gets up and giving him, say, hey, good job out there and all that. And, you know, in the last couple of years, you wouldn't see that, and, you know, unless it's except for maybe a small group of guys. But this team, in my mind, shows a lot of team chemistry in the locker room and out here on the floor as well. Wiskunis looks for Froman. Froman shot for three. Can't get it to fall. Rebound. Moore. Oh, beautiful pass there from Moore. Gets it. Nice. Another good pass there. Can't get the layup to fall. Foul called over the back. Foul over the back. And
nice ball work there by Englewood, but just couldn't finish.
Good. Javen Goodwin checks back in. Him and Mitchell. Mitchell in for Meredith and Goodwin in for, someone's got to come off the floor for Vroman.
We still have yet to see Tiranas in this quarter with 4 fouls. I'm sure they'll look down to him in the fourth quarter, maybe not until late.
Sometimes, though, you just got to say, you know, hopefully you just got to take a risk and put him out there if you have to. Goodwin with the ball now for UT. Swinging it around. Back to Goodwin.
Well, as long as the Panthers can keep it fairly close, they don't need him at the moment, but...
Rogers with a chance now, can't get the ball. Nice put back by Mitchell, and it goes in. Way to follow the shot there, and it's back down to 3.
It was a good job there by Mitchell. He was going the other way. He saw the shot go up, so he came back down the lane and just found the putback.
Oh, beautiful drive there. Can't get the fall. UT's got a chance that they hit a 3 to tie.
And now they have numbers.
Here's Wiskunis looking to tie. Blocked again by Moore. That's his 6th. Wiskunis finds Mitchell. Foul going to be called there. It's going to be down on the baseline. That one's on the ground. 4th team foul. And UT still has a chance to tie it. Man, Moore is all over the floor. That was his 6th block of the game.
Yeah, he's getting it tonight. The Panthers had Goodwin wide open for a 3 there. He was screaming for the ball, but they couldn't find him, and I'm sure Coach Polite will just as easily take the foul as he will the 3.
Yeah, and Mitchell had his back to him. You know, you can't blame him for not being able to get a good chance to give him the ball. Nice pass down low to Mitchell. Ball on the ground, trying to come up with it. Goodwin gets it to May. May with a chance to put it in. Got it! And that was beautiful ball work on the ground by Goodwin to stay alive with the play and put it in, and it's down to 1.
Good job for the Panthers not to give up on that ball, and Trevor May just saw the opening in the back door, and he went right through it with the ball and laid it in.
Moore pulls back for 3. Bang! A huge 3 from Moore. He's got 18 on the night. That lead scoring for the day so far. And Moore with an outstanding performance in this one as he put a nice little crossover step back 3 there, right in the face of the defender.
Panthers are going to want to get a body on him. As
Moore with another rebound there. Moore almost lost handle. A 2-pointer by Carpenter on the way, and it's good. Man, and right like that, they put a 1-point deficit up to a 6-point, or a 1-point lead to a 6-point lead. Wiskunis with a pull-up jump shot, no good. Off the mark, and they got numbers. A 3-on-1 here. Englewood trying to run again. Banks in the layup.
And now they're starting to get their shots to fall down. The Panthers are going to try to catch them in transition as Rogers lays it up and in.
Nice play by Rogers to go coast to coast there. Back down to 6. Hopefully, I mean, if you're UT, you want to cut this lead down to a couple points before the quarter's over. Nice kick out to Carpenter. Shot from 3 is on the way. Way off the mark. Rebound grab there by Murphy. Here's Moore again. Drives the lane. Foul by Rogers. No good on the shot. He'll go for the line for 2.
Panthers getting out rebounded there with the smaller lineup in right now. And the amazing thing we've seen so far is the runs that each of these teams have gone on. Panthers fight back, and Englewood will come right back and extend their lead again. The Panthers just can't quite find a way to get over the hump this far.
Yeah, very tough so far in this one. First shot from the line is good. Next game we got coming up, we got Chicago Diet against the Galesburg Silver Streak. Should be another good one. Then after that we have Westinghouse and Limestone, and then we'll turn around and start the second round of games after that. Second shot from Moore is up and good. He's got 20 and the lead. Biggest lead of the game for either team.
Now they're going to say the basket doesn't count as Englewood just got in there into the lane a little too quick, and that could be something that hurts.
Yeah, 7-point game now instead of 8. Still the biggest lead of the night for either team. And now here comes May with under 20 seconds to go. May with a nice crossover move. Ball knocked hard, and May thought he got fouled. Here's an odd pass. Throws it down with a beautiful pass from Ashton Hillard to Moore.
Now the Panthers got to recover here as Rogers
off the mark. And wow. Talk about an emphatic way to end a quarter.
That's just a large swing of things right there as Englewood steals the ball and just comes back with the alley-oop jam. And now the Panthers are in a little bit more of a hole than they were at halftime, and down by 9 points here. They're going to have to come out and get something going for themselves.
And wow. Talk about the swing of old Uncle Mo. Momentum right there. That just swung from one end of the floor all the way down to the other end. And it's a scary thing if you're UT right now, because Englewood's going to get the ball to start the fourth quarter, and they have a chance to put it up by double figures.
Well, we really haven't seen the Panthers getting out after the ball as much as they were in the first half on the defensive side of things, and really they'd like to see them pick up the intensity here down there. And things are going to come to them on the offensive end. We've seen that, but we just like to see them getting in transition here in this fourth quarter and really make things work for themselves. As for Englewood, they really don't need to change much. I mean, they're getting after it, the shots on D, and they're getting out there and running in transition. So it's just really going to come down to the Panthers' execution here in the fourth quarter.
I was wrong. United Township's going to get the ball to start the fourth quarter. Down by 9. Got to look for something. The lineup they're going to start the quarter with is Devrick Rogers, Keegan Wiskunis, Ryan Meredith, Trevor May, and Javen Goodwin. The 5 on the floor for Englewood is Thomas Carpenter, Sharton Moore, Rashad Clark, Tyrone McKenzie, and Ashton Hillard. Over to Ryan Meredith near side. Meredith scoreless in this one so far. Shocking there. Nice pass to Meredith in the lane. It's just as I say that, Meredith must have heard me, and he gets on the board, and it cuts it down to a 7-point game here in the fourth.
And now they're going to have to get after it on the defensive end and get out of this deficit.
Hillard with a nice drive. No good. Rebound there by Rogers. Up the floor comes UT. Rogers trying to open it up. Wiskunis with a nice ball fake. Shot is up. No good. Rebound grabbed there by McKenzie.
That was a big opportunity there for the Panthers. They just didn't finish quite. And now Englewood catches him in transition, gets the offensive rebound, and another one.
Foul on the ground there on Carpenter. Or foul is going to be on. Let's see who the foul is going to be on. It is on number 3. That is. Wow. Well. They put he put a 3 up. I didn't see him put a 4, so that's going to be on Taranis, his first, or Goodwin, his first. Team fourth. Timeout. Eagles.
And you got to wonder when Taranis and Oaks are going to come in off the bench with foul trouble.
Yeah,
starting to get not deep into the fourth quarter yet, but you'll see them coming out soon, and they'll obviously pick up some boards, and that'll help the Panthers out a lot.
Yeah, it helps them out on the size advantage, because past the Twins and Oaks, they're really thin on the height advantage against guys like Moore, who's been killing them, and then you guys got guys like Carpenter and Clark as well out there that are pushing people around with the size advantage for this Englewood team. Up top to McKenzie, 7 minutes to go, fourth quarter, 48-41. Englewood leads United Township. See what happens here. Carpenter with the ball now. Swings it near side, Hillard. A 1-2-2 type zone. Oh, Wiskunis almost stole it. Another lob pass for Moore, and he taps it in with one hand.
Something we haven't seen much from Englewood. They worked the ball around very well there, and usually it's just been quick shots.
Goodwin over to Wiskunis. Looking for something to happen. Nice play by Goodwin to fake the one way and go the other. Foul going to be called. 2 shots coming. Goodwin with a nice little move there. If you saw, he faked going one way, got Moore looking, then cut back door.
And now he's got to find him on the pass as well. Now he's going to go to the line and hopefully knock down 2 free throws here to keep his team in the ball game.
Javen Goodwin with a chance to cut it. He cuts it to 8, has a chance to cut it to 7 if he gets Lamont Mitchell now in. And, you know, a combination that we've seen tonight that has been good is Mitchell and Goodwin on the floor together.
Yeah, they have looked good out there together, and I'd really like to see him get Meredith involved on the offensive end as well.
Now up here comes Carpenter, almost lost handle of the ball. Kicks it back out to Hillard. Hillard, a shot from 3. No good. Rebound by Mitchell.
Englewood's a team that's really not afraid to pull the trigger on those threes, and now UT's going to come the other way as May lays it up and in.
Beautiful shot by May, and they cut it down to 5. And just like we were saying earlier, when they start pulling away, UT comes firing right back, and here comes Hillard. Hillard with a nice move, throws it out to Moore. Moore with a shot for 3, got it. And Moore again daggers another one, and it's 20. He's got 26 on the game. Rogers lost hand of the ball. Meredith with it now for UT. Bad pass. They're going to call a foul. Foul on number 21.
And I'll tell you, Moore has just been all over the place with 26 points. Every time the Panthers edge their way back into this ball game, Moore says no.
Yeah, Moore
comes back on the offensive end and puts the ball in the bucket.
Yes, they're trying to play him as tight as they can. He has played outstanding so far. Mitchell up top now for Deverick Rogers. Rogers with a nice little move, driving the lane with a floater, no good. Rebound by Meredith. Push off there on Goodwin, going the other way. So it's back up to 8. Full court pressure now for UT. They got to get it in. Timeout called.
There's a full timeout for Englewood.
Full timeout for Englewood. Up by 8, 5:54 to go, fourth quarter.
The Panthers did a good job there guarding the inbound pass and just right on the line of that 5-second call.
And he was close. He looks over, calls timeout. All right, Tanner, we got 5:54 to go, fourth quarter, down by 8. If you're Coach Polite, what are you saying in that huddle right now to your team?
Well, you got to really lock it down on defense, and they're going to get what they want on the offensive end if they work for it. I know they can pass the ball around and find openings, but it's really going to come down to the defensive end and really stopping Charton Moore, because he's just been all over the place tonight on the Panthers, defensively and offensively.
Yeah, and Moore's been killing him, and like we were saying, huh? But like we were saying, I mean, every time UT had, Englewood was pulling away, UT's coming back, they're firing, they're cutting the leads from when they were up by 8 and 9, they cut it down to a couple points, and every time they come up, it seems like they get a chance to just cut it down, and now Englewood's got numbers. On the run, Moore with a baseline jump shot is no good. A rebound grab there by Goodwin.
That's exactly what the Panthers need, but they're going to have to be consistent on the offensive end. It was interesting to see the Panthers didn't come out with as much intensity there in the inbound pass, but now they're going to turn it over.
So full court pressure again by UT. Carpenter now up floor. They're going to want to make this Englewood team make mistakes. Getting trapped is Moore. Moore gets it to Carpenter. Hillard with the ball now.
Panthers had the trap set on Moore, and it didn't even seem to phase him.
Yeah, Moore with his length, with the way he's lengthy out there, and
he's definitely a solid player for Englewood.
Here's a shot up for 2. Foul on the attempt. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Down the stretch, we're going to see if Englewood can hit their free throws. That's going to play a huge factor in this game as well. We still have a little over 5 minutes to play here. It's far from over.
Yeah, and Owens can put them up by 10. Makes the first. You know, even though UT probably, well, a chance they could be going downtown 10 here, there's a lot of positives you can still take away here. As there's a second shot, no good. A rebound grab there on the floor. Timeout called by Coach Polite. Tried calling a timeout. Jump ball would go our way. The possession arrow should be in our way anyway. Yep, it's UT's favor.
A little confusion now for the Panthers in their inbound play.
Yeah, full court pressure here by Englewood.
Nobody open.
Mitchell trying to get it in, gets it to May. May across half court, got numbers. Goodwin pulls it back now as they start setting up the offense. Rogers with the ball, nice head fake. Into the corner for May. May drives, trying to kick it down to Meredith, and Moore all over the ball again. Goodwin drives the lane, puts up a shot, blocked by Moore. That's would have been his 7th, but the foul going to be called on him. That's his 3rd. team 7th. So they're going to go to the line and shoot 2, but UT shooting free throws the rest of the game at 1-1.
Moore definitely has had a lot of clean blocks, but we could hear the contact from up here on that one, and Goodwin's going to step to the line now.
You got to hit these free throws here if you're Javen Goodwin. First one is up, and it's good. Goodwin playing a very solid game. He's got 10 points, the sophomore. Goodwin got in the starting lineup, and he's played really well so far.
And the thing about these Panthers, unlike Englewood has Moore, who's stepped up and really put a lot of points on the board, production's going to come from everywhere with this team. No matter who it is, everyone's going to get their own points. And
ooh, that's a double dribble. Or a travel, excuse me, and that was just a bad mistake there by Carpenter making. UT's got a chance under 5 minutes.
Yeah, and once again,
7-point game. And if they can hit I mean, say you hit a 3 here, it cuts it to 4, and then you start putting pressure on Englewood to make plays.
Well, with 4 minutes and 40 seconds left, you don't even need a 3 yet. You could get a 2 and a defensive stop. And
they have a lot of time left here. Made down low to Mitchell. Mitchell with a nice move, puts the shot up, rolls in, down to 5.
That's a good backwards move by Mitchell as he turns from the basket.
Oh, it's on the ground, picked up by Moore. Moore drives the lane. Charge called. That's his 4th. That's Moore's 4th foul. That's going to be his 3rd, excuse me. I thought there was a foul. There was a foul, but they didn't call it on Moore earlier, which I thought was his. So that's his 3rd, not his 4th.
And there still is 4 minutes left. That's enough time for Moore to get into 2 more fouls, definitely, and that's what the Panthers would like.
And especially the way that he plays aggressively on shots. Here's Rogers. Nice pass to Meredith. Puts it up, bakes it in, and it's down to 3. Timeout, Coach Polite. UT with a 6-0 run, and they've cut the lead from 9 to 3 on the back heels of Rogers, Goodwin, and Mitchell, and then a bucket there by Meredith, his 3rd in the quarter, and he's got 6 in this game. And we were just talking about how we keep saying it. We've said it all game. Every time that Englewood has it, they pull away. UT closes the deficit by just firing right back.
And now with only 4 minutes left, though, you can't let them pull away one more time. You got to keep it close and make a couple of stops instead of giving up those dagger 3s by Moore, which we've seen all day so far.
Yeah.
Hopefully the Panthers can just hold them off and keep running with the ball the way they have been the past 2 minutes on this run.
So UT down 3 now. Rogers leads the team with 13 points, Goodwin with 11, and like you were saying, this team's going to get scoring all over the place. I mean, Lamont Mitchell, I mean, what I said it when they came in, when him and Goodwin are on the floor together, and they were part of that freshman record season last year, when Mitchell and Goodwin are on the floor together, it seems like this team just plays a whole different game of ball. We don't have it marked, but I'm sure if we look at it, with Goodwin and Mitchell on the floor, they might even have more points than Englewood without them on the floor together.
Yeah, that could be true, and now the Panthers are going to put their press on again.
Yeah, very smart.
Down by 3 now.
Very smart play to put the pressure on him, and they put pressure on him here lately, and they haven't been able to capitalize. Here's Hiller for 3. That's huge that he hits that 3, and that puts him up by 6.
And surprising to me there, Panthers know that Englewood's quick to pull the trigger on those 3s. Nobody hopped out to grab the shooter and got the ringer to go down.
Right, Goodwin trying to answer, no good. Rebound the other way.
The refs are going to talk about
they're going to get the ball back.
The Panthers.
Rogers sells it, and they get the ball back. Down by 6, 3:46 to go playtime. Meredith wide open, can't get the fall. Mitchell banks it in. Mitchell's got 10.
Heads up play by Mitchell there to go up there and get that one, and he's been a huge player for the Panthers down the stretch.
Lamont Mitchell is playing an outstanding game for UT. Driving the lane, Hillard swatted by Goodwin, but they're going to call a foul. Lead at 4. Foul is on Trevor. Trevor May, and now back at the line is Ashton Hillard, who just hit that 3.
And the way the Panthers have been scoring as of the last 3 minutes, it's going to be huge for Englewood to knock down their free throws now.
Hits the first. And they started off sluggish at the line. They started out about 2 for 7 to start the game in the first half. And in the second half, they've hit their free throws, which has been big. It's maintained this gap that they have, and this one will almost put them up 6. Rebound there by Mitchell. Meredith now the ball for UT up top to May. Back to Meredith.
Panthers are just going to calm things down here.
They're going to go to the line. And Goodwin, 1-and-1 coming for Goodwin. And Goodwin, who has been, don't want to jinx him, but he has been decent from the line tonight. He's got 11 points, a 1-and-1 opportunity. And if he hits both, it'll cut it to 3. He's got to hit him here, though.
Well, something we pointed out was the Panthers' free throw shooting, and this is where it really comes into play.
And he misses, but a rebound there by Rogers. Rogers puts it back up. No good. Still on the ground, and ball stolen away by Goodwin. Goodwin puts it up. Oh, and he almost got the foul called. He got the foul called on Moore. That's his 4th, and he almost got it to go. Great play there by Rogers, though, to keep it alive. And like we were saying, Rogers is all over the place. And this three-man group right here of Rogers, Goodwin, and Mitchell, they've been all over the floor in this game.
Yeah, they look really good, and I'm sure Polite's liking what he's seeing by those 3. And the fact that he has 2 years left with those 3 guys is got to be exciting.
This could be our future big 3 here coming up very shortly for this Panther basketball team. And he hits both free throws, and it cuts it to 3. And we're back right back in it with 3:15 to go. And Moore has 4 fouls. That's huge. And if UT can foul him out, that would be gigantic because he's been the big bulk of their offense in this game. Pass almost stolen away here. Driving lanes rushing. Blocking foul on Meredith. Count the basket. And it's back up to 5.
Once again, Englewood answers back once the Panthers close in on them.
Yeah, you got a good point. I was saying how when every time UT is down, they come back, but every time UT comes back, Englewood pulls away again. Rushing at the line, got it. That awkward shot, and he puts it back in. Wes Kunis comes in for Meredith.
So now you're down by 6 with 3 minutes to play. And like I've said all game, you got to wonder when Oaks and Torontos are going to see the floor again, and if they're going to at all, maybe Coach Polite likes what he has out there right now.
Goodwin with a chance, no good. Nice follow through by Goodwin, and he puts it in. Javen Goodwin is playing outstanding here, and he puts it back within 4. Driving lanes Hillard, rushing. Back up top for Owens for 3. No good. Rebound there by Rogers. Rogers up the floor now, down by 4. Got it, stolen away. Back over to Owens. Owens, nice pass, Carpenter. Carpenter down low, puts it in, and back to 6. And just when they had a chance.
That was a big swing of things right there. The Panthers had a golden opportunity to cut it down. Ooh, almost traveled there by the Panthers.
Here's Waskunis, triple team there, and Goodwin lost handle. Stolen away, and they're going to call the foul on Goodwin. That's his 3rd.
Waskunis got trapped up top, and nobody came to help him. He had no other option but just throw it down low where it got stolen.
A 6-point game. Meredith comes back in for Waskunis. 1-and-1, and oh, how would you love it if Moore could finally miss one? Because Moore has played outstanding. He's like lights out in this one so far.
26 points for Moore, and the likelihood of him missing isn't very much.
And he hits the first. That puts him up by 7. A chance to put him up 8.
There is still 2:20 left, so if you could get Moore to pick up that 5th foul, that would play a huge advantage for the Panthers. It's not like this game is over at all.
No, not at all, as they go up 8 there. Waskunis comes in for Meredith. 2:20 to go. May with the ball now, bringing it up for UT. They're going to pick him up at 3/4 court.
Coach Polite's running a little offensive-defensive switch with Waskunis and Meredith.
Rogers pulls the trigger for 3. Off the mark, rebound grab there by Moore. A chance here for numbers for Englewood. And they pull it back. Timeout by Englewood.
Now Englewood's going to be left with only 1 timeout as Meredith's going to check into the game to play defense.
Yeah, the offensive and defensive switch with Meredith and Waskunis, because we're realizing Waskunis has the better long shot, and if you give Waskunis a chance, he can hit a 3, and that's what UT needs now. They need a defensive stop, and then they need a big. Right now they need a 3 with 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, this is a big possession right here. Ultimately, Englewood could stretch it to 10 or 11 points, and the Panthers need to stop this right now before it gets too far out of their reach.
So 2 minutes to go, 65-57. Englewood leads, and UT's been in it all game. They played really well. And to be down at this point, it sucks, but United Township, at the end, they're going to have a lot of positives to take. They still got another game today. They play against they play against Dyett at 5:30.
And I'm sure for the Panthers, this early season tournament, the goal wasn't to win it, but just to gain a lot of experience out of it. And it's good learning for a team going into Western Mig 6.
Carpenter puts it up. Block call there on Mitchell. That's his third.
Mitchell is third, team 10.
Under 2 minutes to go, and two free throws hit here by Carpenter. He can hit both. That could really salt this one away for Englewood and put him up and give him a win.
Yeah, this could really seal up the victory here for Englewood.
This is the first. Kunis comes in on that offense and defensive switch. Second one by Carpenter makes it. So it's a 9-point game, 3 possessions. May up top now, under 2 to go. Mitchell back to May as they get it across half court to Rogers. Rogers with the ball now. Rogers stolen away by Rushing. Looking to 2 it the other way. Nails it. And that might seal UT's fate on a steal and back the other way for 2. As Rogers with the ball now, as Englewood playing tight defense, out of bounds and going the other way. And now it looks downhill for UT in this one as they're now down by 11, the biggest lead of the game for Englewood with 1:35 to go.
The thing about Englewood is we haven't really seen them possess the ball as much as they've shot it, and we'll see how well they kill the clock here. Even if they try to kill the clock, maybe the Panthers will try to foul.
That one goes
away there.
11 points, a minute and a half to go. UT needs a miracle if they want to chip. Yeah, it sucks to look at it that way, but they need something big to happen if they want a chance to pull it out. Just want to probably close the deficit here at the end. Wiskunis finds Goodwin up, and he is blocked hard out of bounds. Nice block there by Owens.
Panthers have shown a lot of fight in this game, and that's a positive that Coach Polite can definitely take out of this one.
Yeah, and he finds Mitchell. Mitchell up top for Rogers. Rogers drives, puts the shot up. No good. Rebound grab there by Moore. And the player of the game so far, and he gets Hilliard under the basket, up and under. It's good, and it's up to 13. Ball as Englewood is just clamped down, put the clamps down here at the end of this game, and you know the score is going to be double digits probably at the end of it, but you know this game truly was not this big of a margin all game.
Well, the Panthers just kept fighting back, and they just couldn't get over the hump. But a young team like this is almost kind of destined to give up once you fight back so many times and just can't do it, and that's kind of what we've seen here. Is now they're just throwing the ball around on the offensive end.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say they gave up. They just started losing breaks, and here's a steal here by Rogers. Rogers up to Mitchell. Mitchell's drives, puts it up, got it. That cuts it back down to 11, and you know what? Some plus that I'm going to take from this is Lamont Mitchell, Javen Goodwin, and Devin Rogers on the floor. They can ball together, I'll tell you that right now.
Mitchell and Goodwin, they're only sophomores.
And ball almost stolen away there by May, but that three-man combination with Goodwin, Rogers, and Mitchell, they still play another game against Dyett.
You can't forget about the sophomore Meredith either, who had a quiet game. He's part of that mix too, of those 3.
Yeah, and we got the Dyett Eagles coming up next against the Galesburg Silver Streaks. That should be a good game. Galesburg led by Trevon Diggins and Grant Gibson. They're 2 big senior, a senior Diggins and a sophomore in Gibson. Gibson, a sophomore that for last year was a very, very good player. At the line is Hillard. And a little shove there of Wiskunis. Up court to Rogers now. Rogers drives the lane, puts up a shot. No good. Rebound by Goodwin. Banks it in. Cuts it back down to double digits, or 10 points. Moore drives now. Count it. And the foul, and he's got 30.
Surprising there. You didn't see Englewood dribble it out and run the clock out now that there's only 3.6 seconds left.
Yeah.
But as a basketball player, though, on the breakaway, it's kind of hard to pass that up as well.
Yeah. I'm kind of disappointed they didn't just dribble it out. But nonetheless, He's going to get free throw here. He's got 30 on the day. Make that 31, and he'll be our player of the game for sure, as Rogers going to pick it up and try to put one in it from half court. Almost hits it. Nonetheless, a 13-point loss for UT. It's going to be a tough one to swallow. They got another game later, but a positive to take. We found out today that they got 3 players they can put on the floor together at the same time that can really ball out there.
Yeah, the Panthers definitely won't be a slouch in the Big Six this year with young talent. They could get out. They're a very athletic team, and definitely a lot of positives to take out of this game if you're Coach Polite. As for Englewood, though, they were just maybe too experienced for the Panthers, and didn't help that Charton Moore had a great game with 31 points.
Yeah, and he had only 13 at the half, so he came back and really fired him out there. The next game is going to be Dyett and Galesburg. In about 15 minutes or so, we're going to get that one underway here pretty fast. And I like the black and yellow song as Galesburg comes out for warm-ups coming next. As Galesburg's going to be the road team in this upcoming game, but they are playing at home, so things coming up here. Galesburg and Dyett will play next here at the Galesburg Thanksgiving Tournament. And as we take this one away, United Township loses 74-61. They will play this Dyett team we are about to see here in a minute. They will play that team later tonight at about 5:30. We hope that you can possibly join us for that one. Hopefully you'll still be here to call that one. We'll be back here in a little bit with Galesburg and Dyett. And as always, signing out from the UT game, I'm Joe Winkle, and for Tanner Rowe, we'll be back here in a little bit. UT loses by 13. And at the end of this one, they still got another one to play, so hopefully they could do better in that one. UT loses 74-61 against Englewood. Signing off, we'll be back here in a little bit. As always,